Met Lords and Ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of Super Mario 63, Season 2. And I could not open this episode without showing you exactly what this toad has said to me.
So, you say you've collected 17 Shine Sprites already? Oh, really? No way! Wow!
Yeah, he thinks that's impressive. I had, 40 on my other save? Oh wait, no, that was 40 episodes, 32 Shine Sprites. My bad. Speaking of which, I do actually have to collect all these other Shine Sprites, actually. I've been dodging it for the longest time, but I actually have to do it. So, yeah. Today I'm going to be swallowing my pride and, I guess, going this way. And actually maybe having to do a repeat Shine Sprite or two. I know. That is harrowing information. Especially because I've prided myself on precisely not doing that, unless I can get through there. I believe I tried that last time, but I'm very stubborn, therefore I must try it again. Okay, so it's this way. I should know this layout. Well, I do know the layout off by heart. I mean, honestly, this castle. But yeah, I actually have to finish this up fairly quickly because I'm getting a new computer soon, and this one is really on its last legs. I mean, really on its last legs. I mean, it's been running slowly. It's been rendering everything super poorly. The actual internet keeps on dying on me. Therefore, I don't know if I'm going to be able to save this file or not. Basically, it's just all round unpleasant. So yeah. Oh, come on. Okay, I did try this before. There are some versions that do allow you to actually speed up and go through here, but no, it appears that is more than just mere decoration. So, what Shine Sprite should I actually do that is a repetition? That is the question. Let's go to Boo's balcony, because I know that level. I mean, it's actually because it's it's October. I don't need a reason to go into a spooky mansion with ghosts. I mean, come on. No, but actually, it's because I'm less familiar with Big Boo's balcony and the whole layout and how you're supposed to get all these Shine Sprites procedurally, that I feel like I actually should finish this up and actually gain some closure as to what I'm actually doing.
Welcome to my mansion, Mario! Come up to my balcony, everyone gets there! I've locked all the doors that you humans need to get up to my balcony!
Why are all of my impressions are very high pitched? I never realized that the Boo's mechanic relied on the fact that if you turn to face them, they actually stop. And apparently they were based on one of the game developers' wives. I am very unsure of how one should take that information, but there you go. In the review that I saw of Mario 63, the one that I found the Cave of Empuzzlement from, I actually learned that the guy thought that Boo's balcony is actually Boo's mansion is actually the best level because it combines the uses of Hover, Rocket, and Turbo in a really intrinsic way, which I have to agree on. Actually, it does do that. I don't know if there's any grounds to qualify it as the best level. Honestly, I think the best levels are the Bowser levels, as in like all three of them, especially the last one, because I mean it is wearily long, but I mean that's honestly something that you should grow to expect in a in a final level that it should just go on forever and ever. So yeah, I've not had to use this thing once so far. Why is it that I never got up here without Turbo Flood before? Why am I only good at this game after 8 years of playing it? Or no, even longer than that, 10 years of playing it. Did I ever acquire the red coins? That is the question. I don't believe I did. Last time I just got to a switch in favor. Maybe I won't have to swallow my pride after all, if I'm actually careful enough, and I'm not careful enough, apparently. So there's that. Get out. Shoot. I mean, imagine how much of a sick sense of humor one must have in order to actually base a character with such a core mechanic off of your own wife. I mean, that's just an awful comparison, if I should say so myself. Like a temperamental woman becoming a creepy ghost, as if to suggest that the man was indeed haunted by his marriage. A prospect which is rather grim to think about, if I must say. Ah well. Red coin, red coin. I wonder if there's actually... I mean, wonder how many Shine Sprites you can get without actually using Flood. I'm considering starting doing live streams. Maybe a good live stream would be how far can you actually get in Mario 63 without using Flood? Because there are some levels, like I said before, like the Boo ones, that actually no 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 No, 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 no. So anyway, there are some levels that actually rely on the floods to actually be functional, but I'm led to believe that there are, well, I mean, I know that there are quite a few that do not, because I've completed some of them without flood before, if only by accident. By, I think it was, yes. Although actually, now I think about it, I better check to make sure there's nothing over here in this door that is red coin related. Oh no, this is just the switch level. See, I told you I'm very unfamiliar with this level because when I played this as a kid, I never actually completed this part. The first time I ever saw the end of Big Boo's Balcony was actually during that playthrough. Well, during this playthrough, season 1. I've said this before, but yeah, I always thought I was extremely good at this game, and then that confidence killer was in the way. Right. I once appeared through a locked door completely by accident and couldn't get back to the other side. That was an interesting experience. Okay, another red coin and a bunch of water bottles that all seem to be very conveniently stacked there, as if to imply that flood is required for such a level. Where am I now? Oh, is this the same seesaw part from before? I do not want to fall down to King Boo again. King Boo is the only Shine Sprite that I ever completed in Boo's Balcony back in the day. So I don't really want to be battling him over and over again because honestly the battle isn't actually as engaging as the other ones, so I just carried on like this. Okay, I mean, I know I said I was going to swallow my pride, but if I'm going to have to do a repeat Shine Sprite, I might at least make it floodless or something, or maybe not. Actually, Half a Flood is my favourite flood still. I honestly don't. I mean, there's very few red coins along this path. I mean, I have a feeling that perhaps some of them aren't entirely open, unless invisibility calculator can travel through certain walls. Let's go over that first, and see what's over on this side. Alley up. Or should I say, and I oop. Actually, I should not say that. That is incredibly cringy and downright awful. Okay. I had someone say that today in drama class, and I was thinking, what is the world? I mean, come on. What have we created? Okay, well, I suppose this is a... Of course you need flood! Of course you need rocket flood! Why wouldn't you? Unless I've got to actually wait for the platform to arrive, in which case, excuse me all of you. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Checking my file to make sure it's still recording. It is still recording, it's just not displaying very much. And all the boos are now after me, my goodness. I check back and I just see a barrage of them. I mean, how many are there? I need to count this. Right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 boos all after me. Right, just going to leave that. And Roxy said I couldn't play horror games. Ha! Actually, no, I said that. She's trying to convince me. I'm just saying no. Ah! That's where the door... Well, yeah, I knew that anyway. Why am I surprised? Again, I am very unfamiliar with this layout. You know what? I don't even need flood there. What am I doing? Swallowing the pride. Oh, no. Swallowing the pride. Swallow, 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 swallow. No. I'm an idiot. I'm a double idiot. Okay, and here we go. So, I presume that this is the next door. Righty-ho. Ah, yes, this, wait, no, this isn't the cable room. The cable room is another access location, I think. Let's read the sign. If you're reading the sign, it's saying on a trapdoor. Yeah, I can see that. Honestly, it's not entirely well concealed. Honestly, sometimes you forget this was all made in Adobe Flash. Like, the reviewer said that, actually. It could just pass as a Mario game. I mean, this, to me, was the Mario game to play, and really still is, since I don't own many Nintendo consoles. The only one I still own to this day is the Wii. Not even the Wii U, the Wii Normal. That was the only console we were ever actually allowed to purchase as children. I know, it makes it seem like a sad existence, but actually we got a lot of fun out of the Wii. Not even joking. But of course the Super Mario Flash games, because it was that era, was what we did. I've seen other reviews actually where people talk about the old Flash games, and I've forgotten about some of them and just how terrible a lot of them were. And honestly, they said that only 2 Flash games were actually ever in the realms of brilliant, and Mario 63 was one of them. So it's no surprise that we just came back to it, and honestly, this still is my favorite game, I think. It might just be the nostalgia factor these days, because, I mean, compared to Minecraft, I spend very little hours on it. Like, at any point. You're staying there, I know your mechanic now. See, and the thing is that I didn't learn the mechanic from actual Nintendo games, so I found that out by just researching a bunch of Mario things. I watched a bunch of Mario-related YouTubers like Steve Gaming, for example. And red coin. I don't think it was Steve Gaming who gave that information, but it might actually have been. Not entirely sure, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, it could have been Mayro, it could have been somebody else. Nico Barbecue. Just yeah, to list a few. To list a few notable ones. But yeah, a lot of my knowledge actually about certain things comes from watching YouTube videos. Especially nowadays that I choose to just dedicate my life to YouTube pretty much, like in some way or another. Mostly as a watcher, but oh, Starcoin. Sleepity. I've just given up on the whole floodless idea. I'm gonna float down to make sure I haven't forgotten any red coins. No red coins were forgotten. I just lost all my altitude. Okay, that was a dummy dumb. Not to worry. I guess I can just keep talking. You know, just droning people's ears off. Yes. Sorry, I don't. I honestly I felt like recording, and there will be a lot more of these. I think as I keep on doing repetitions of previous Shine Sprites to get me back to where I was before. Because I do think that I need to just I need to finish off this season. I keep having to play through all of these levels again and again in this exact same order, because if I lose the file in season 1, it was pretty much it was always the same file. I never lost that. It was on my old computer. There wasn't even this one. And it was brilliant. Then season 2 came along. Well, I think actually around that time I was still using my old computer, so I had to transfer that into this one, and then I kept on losing the files again and again and again because Newgrounds was not being helpful, etc., etc. So honestly, it did become at certain points tedious to keep going back to. And I think part of the reason that I never actually finished this season in time was because it ended up being that thing that I was just thinking, oh well, if I'm going to have to redo everything, then what really is the point? Which is a horrible mentality to have. I mean, you know, there's no other side to this door, so it won't open. Okay, why is it there then? Unless the other side is supposed to appear in a different setting, in different Shine Sprite. Okay, there is that. I know we're supposed to get rocket floods somewhere. Both green and golden light shimmer from the other side of this door. However, something is preventing you from opening it. Yes, okay. So that's the switch in favor one, yeah, obviously. Nice bit of a hint by Runout. Also, I believe these windows are solid. Yeah, they are. Well, semi-solid at the very least. Which means that you can go up here. And what is there to find? That is the question. I mean, I hope there's something, my goodness, if I'm just doing this. Oh! Oh, well, that's just cruel. Come on! No. No, oh wait, no, that's the switch in favor one, yeah. Again, utterly unfamiliar.
Hello, it's Future Jacob again. Guess what key component of the production I lost towards the end here? It begins with A and rhymes with audio. Yeah, so, enjoy this incredible fast forward until the point where I actually get the Shine Sprites. I got the Shine Sprites! Bye!